the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 38, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Let's blow it up. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. It got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now a hit and a loose football. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And a Brooklyn 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. John Johnson with the INT, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 7. Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Lamar Jackson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyree Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Now the Dolphins, they're lining up to go for the 2-point conversion. Lindsay going to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Bills 21. Dolphins.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to sling, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
That's the end of the first.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Good. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Patrick on Wassel.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They're going with Lindsey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Jackson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to
Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10. At their
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know that...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To
Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
I can't believe they didn't let you play. Check 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
34. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Check 3, check. Hey, report.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the...
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to run again. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Number 30, Philip Lindsay.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Off play action. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. To throw is Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Jackson on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
They try again with Cohen. Jackson options out left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 26, check 26.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Jackson options out left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
First down, Brooklyn.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the field.
And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 58, Bills 48.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Bills 48.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.